I know Chiggs is in here recording this.
No Chig Smooth in here, right? So whatever you say,
so you know Chig gonna have everything up there.
Whatever you say, Chig's gonna be on YouTube with it, man.
Boy, oh boy, it gets wicked when it's rollout time. So Charlamagne had Looney up on his podcast, The Brilliant Idiots. Looney has his own podcast that just signed to Charlamagne's network, The Black Effect. Now, as part of the promotion package and the rollout, Charlamagne had him on his podcast to introduce him to Charlamagne's audience and also to make the announcement. Now, if you go listen to the podcast episode that dropped yesterday, boy, oh boy, was Looney in rare form hating. Now, this wasn't just any regular hating. This was on some Thanos Infinity Wars level of hating. Now, Loon starts off the podcast by asking them about ads and how they feel about ads, obviously trying to bait Charlamagne into a conversation to speak about Joe Budden, saying word for word, you know certain big podcasts does not take ads because it affects listenership. Now, Charlamagne was way too smart and way too advanced to mention Joe's name. Then the conversation moved on to Akademiks. Loon has a very strong hate for Akademiks. He tries to once again bait Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz into saying something bad about Akademiks. They started off by talking about Akademiks doing comedy. Unfortunately, Charlamagne did fall for the bait.
I heard you speak about Akademiks. I want to talk about that a little bit.
Sure.
I think Akademiks.
What did I say?
Looney gets right to it. I love it.
Yeah, you said that. First of all, I think last week you said you could do comedy.
Yeah, I think he could do it.
Tell me more.
I just find him funny, and I find his takes good, and I find like his use of words good.
Economy of words. I think
not just economy, but like specific words that he chooses to use and the metaphors that he kind of builds. Like I think he's a funny guy. Comedy takes time. Don't get me wrong, but I think he has a brain for it.
I don't see it.
Okay.
I think that you're giving him a little too much. I don't know why. And I want to understand why. I think you met him at a very unique time in your life. And I think he's your doorway to the other side of the culture.
You think he was before the guy
the other side.
What's the other side?
What the messy, the Chicago, the beefy, bullshitty.
I never watched the Chicago stuff.
But he kind of gives you insight, right?
He's my news source.
Right.
Yeah.
So to the the other side of the culture, like he's your news source to a certain degree, right?
I don't go to Charlotte for news because Charlotte's not posting news. But like for me, like on Instagram, like, you know, the Akademiks Instagram is going to pop up and it's going to tell me like what's going on in the culture. So be it messy or clean, like that's where I'm getting a lot of my hip hop news from.
Same. I use them for the same.
Yeah, I think he stands in that. Yeah, I think he stands in that spot, but I don't see that translating to comedy. It's not even really, in my opinion, working great in podcasts. So if you can't have a conversation, how can you?
I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm a comedian, right? So I'm looking at people,
and I gotta trust you because you do it.
Yeah. So if you
could
make me
be
laugh,
wanting to see somebody bomb too, though.
Oh yeah,
because that's fun.
That's you. You love pain. You love chaos.
I don't think that translates for me.
Right.
I don't know what you think, so.
No, I don't think I can do comedy.
Yeah.
If that's the question.
Yeah. What about podcasting? Do you watch his podcast? What value? Because I think you like it.
I think he's a fantastic podcast.
Okay, name me.
Fantastic talker. Okay. I mean, like, anytime I've had him on a pod, we've probably done like 3 hours easy.
Yeah, no, he's gonna talk. He got information. He's gonna talk.
Opinions.
Act is entertaining. You
Yeah.
can't take that away from him.
I'm not saying he's not entertaining, but when we deal with podcasting, I'm trying to understand the value you see because I know you see value.
Entertainment, funny, strong opinions. I think that's what makes somebody good at podcasting. Like having a strong opinion and take on whatever it is you're talking about.
Even if it's wrong.
Doesn't matter. What is wrong? There is no wrong.
That they went on to talk about Akademiks and the culture and what he brings to the culture as far as content, fanning flames of gang beef, and this continued on for a good hour and a half of the podcast episode. Come on, Charlamagne, you're supposed to be a seasoned vet by now. Now, during this whole conversation, Andrew Schultz refused to fold on Akademiks. He never wavered in his stance, saying, yo, I rock with Ak. No one is gonna make me change my stance about him. I think he's funny. I think he can do comedy. I like his content regarding hip-hop. I think he brings value to hip-hop. The whole podcast episode was just very strange. He was super focused on just downing Akademiks and his accomplishments, just coming off as somebody who's super envious of him. Now, I do have to say Loon is also good friends with Meek Mill as well, and you guys know exactly how Meek feels about Ak. Lastly, they asked him, would you want to have a sit-down with Akademiks? He refused, which I thought was very strange. If you're gonna have strong opinions on somebody, why not sit down face to face with them, have a conversation with them? You don't have to be friends after the interview. At least be able to voice your opinion with the person in front of you and explain to them why you don't like them or why you don't like certain things they do. But tell me what you guys think about this man. Charlamagne, you should not have fallen for that bait. I get it, you want to promote this guy for your network, but come on, Charlamagne. Tell me what you guys think about this man. Did you guys listen to the episode? Post comments below, subscribe to my channel, like this video. I'll see you guys later, man.